Grab your boards. Welcome all surfers to Wavy's Atlantic Ocean. Surf, 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 baby. You wanna surf on the tidal wavy? Yeah. Twerk, baby. For certain, she moving so perfect. Surf, baby. You wanna surf on the tidal wavy? Twerk, baby. I'm loving the way that you surf it.
All my niggas, they gang bang, and all these niggas do the same thing. Counting money, living insane. Steady mobbing, let my flag hang. Told them I'm ready. I'm throwing them monster like Randy. I know that these niggas can't stand me, but the automatic come in handy.
Yo, you already know it's ATM Wavy, aka Mr. OMG, and you know it's me in this Wavy's world. Salute to all the surfers, you already know it's another Surfing Nation situation, you feel me? Alright, we about to hit that wave cave. Yo, you already know we in that good old wave cave. Salute to all the surfers for pulling up. We about to get into this story, man. So, unfortunately, we have had another major drug bust that occurred in Newark, New Jersey, my hometown where I'm from. So this drug bust pertains to Bradley Court, and there's 24 people that was charged in this drug bust. So for those that is not familiar with my city, Bradley Court is one of the infamous projects out of my city, and also one of the last standing projects out of my city, because a lot of them has been torn down, and from my understanding, they have plans to tear down more, you know what I'm saying? So that's what this happened at. Now, this would be drug bust number 3 of this year from what I'm aware of, and I've covered the prior two, which was the first one was the Queen Street bust, second one was the DTO bust, the third one would be this one, which is the M Block bust, which is in Bradley Court, or which is what they're alleging that they call themselves, you know what I mean, in Bradley Court, M Block. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give y'all the breakdown of what happened. Then after that, we'll get back to this. Oh, and another thing for those that don't know, it's just a little fun fact real quick. Bradley Court is actually the original project that I'm from, but I don't claim them project because I didn't grow up there. I grew up in Seth Boredom, but I was actually a resident of Bradley Court before that. And after I moved, my Nana Hall, you know what I'm saying, she still was living there. So when I go see her, I still was going to Bradley Court often, basically, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was just a little fun fact about myself for those that haven't been subscribed that long to know these things. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cover this. Alright, so the source that I'm reading from is from justice.gov. It's titled 24 defendants charged with narcotics and firearm offenses for their roles in the drug trafficking organization controlled by the Blood Street Gang. Remember, this happened July 2nd, people, July 2nd. And it reads, Newark, New Jersey. 24 people have been charged for their respective roles in the drug trafficking organization that distributed large quantities of fentanyl, heroin, and crack cocaine in Bradley Court housing complex in Newark, New Jersey, the U.S. Attorney Alina Habba announced. Today's charges and arrests are the result of a 14-month investigation led by the Department of Homeland Security, Homeland Security Investigations, and the U.S. Attorney's Office in collaboration with the Newark Police Department. The people arrested is Shaman Freshly, aka Hitter, which is the guy that's actually on the thumbnail. They didn't provide the mugshots to everybody else like they usually do. But they have him. Then they have Orlando Pizarro, aka Lando, Zakir Jefferson, aka Goo, and also aka Tank. I guess he go by 2 different names. They have Quayon Johnson, aka Weeze, Melvin Faines, aka Spaz, Africa Islam, aka Sex, Shaheem Webb, aka YC, Eustace Weeks, aka Just, Ali Baker, aka Surf, Jose Ward, aka Heck, Brandon Sneed, aka Pops, Eric Banks, aka Little Maneski, Tahi Carney, aka B-Mun, Tyke Stokes, aka Big, Shafiq Barker, aka Shah, Ibn Perry, aka Loop, Alvin Jones, aka Lucky, Kirk Mansuk, aka Crow, Tyjanique Green, aka Ski, Jubar Hughes, aka Doodoo, Deshaun Williams, aka Chaos, Jason Warlow, aka JR or JR, I guess maybe that's what they mean, and Rainer James, aka Pooh. All of Essex County, New Jersey, were charged with 1 count of conspiracy to distribute fentanyl, heroin, and cocaine. Sebastian Pearson, aka Sosa, Quayon Johnson, and Tahi Carney are also each charged with possession of a machine gun. In addition, Pearson is charged with possession of firearms and ammunition by a convicted felon. The defendants arrested are scheduled to make the initial court appearance before U.S. Magistrate Judge Stacey D. Adams in Newark Federal Court this afternoon. 4 defendants were already in custody on state charges, 1 defendant was already in federal custody, and 5 defendants remain at large. Now I'm about to read a statement that was left by Alina Habba, which is the U.S. attorney, and she said, quote unquote, For far too long, the Bloods have overtaken the Bradley Court housing complex, turning its courtyards and residential buildings into a hub of pumping deadly fentanyl into the city of Newark, while endangering the lives of citizens who call this community home. This poison has ripped families apart and stolen countless lives. That stops today. These arrests affirm our office's commitment to taking drugs and guns off the streets, and serve as a clear warning to anyone who considers engaging in violent activity. The defendants in this case, as in all criminal cases, are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty. However, everyone should understand that if you spread this poison or engage in violent activity, we will use every resource necessary to find you, dismantle your operation, and prosecute you. So that was a statement from the U.S. attorney. I'm gonna continue reading the rest of the facts. The defendants are members of or associates of Sex Money Murder, a blood-affiliated criminal street gang that controlled the drug trade in and around the Bradley Court housing complex, which is Bradley Court, amongst other areas. The subset of Sex Money Murder that operates in and around Bradley Court, which is located in the area of Northmont Avenue and Tremont Avenue in Newark, is also known as Mun Block, M Block, and Tombstone Gang, the Enterprise. Mun Block is closely aligned with another blood-affiliated gang known as Voorhees, which operates in the area of Voorhees Street in Newark. Members and associates of this alliance refer to the alliance as Munhees. Members and associates of the enterprise are known to use social media on a variety of platforms and mobile applications, including Instagram, YouTube, X, Signal, Telegram, and WhatsApp to conduct the business of the enterprise, and to also communicate with one another, promote the enterprise through sharing photographs and videos, and further the enterprise's goals. Specifically, the enterprise used the release and promotion of drill rap songs and music videos on social media to intimidate rival gang members, witnesses, and other members of the community, and to promote the enterprise. For over a year, law enforcement conducted extensive surveillance of the area, conducted numerous controlled purchases of narcotics, seized narcotics through enforcement action, and analyzed telephone records, all of which demonstrated extensive interaction between and among the charged defendants. Pearson, Johnson, and Carney are also charged with possession of a machine gun that was used in the June 17, 2025 shooting in rival territory near Mapes Avenue in Newark. The defendant charged in the drug conspiracy faced a mandatory minimum penalty of 10 years in prison, maximum potential penalty of life in prison, and a $10 million fine. Pearson, Johnson, and Carney each face up to 10 years in prison for possession of the machine gun. Pearson faces up to 15 years in prison for possession of firearms and ammunition as a convicted felon. U.S. Attorney Habba credited special agent of HSI New York Field Office under the direction of Special Agent in Charge Ricky J. Patel. HS1 Newark Field Office under the direction of Special Agent in Charge Michael McCarthy and police officers and detectives of the Newark Police Department under the direction of Public Safety Director Emmanuel Miranda with the investigation leading to the charges. She also thanked U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers under the direction of Acting Port Director Leon Hayward. Port of New York / Newark, members of the United Marshal Service under the direction of U.S. Marshal for the District of New Jersey, Juan Matos. Special agents of the Federal Bureau of Investigation under the direction of Special Agent in Charge Stephanie Roddy. Detectives of the Essex County Prosecutor's Office under the direction of Prosecutor Theodore N. Stephens II. Police officers and detectives of the East Orange Police Department under the direction of Chief Phyllis L. Bendy. Detectives of the Middlesex County Prosecutor's Office under the direction of Prosecutor Yolanda Sircon, and detectives of the New Jersey State Police under the direction of Colonel Patrick J. Callahan for their assistance with the investigation. Woo! Man, they got a lot of agencies involved with these busts that they are making. The investigation was conducted as part of the Newark Violent Crime Initiative. I've mentioned this in the previous bust. The Newark VCI was formed in August 2017 by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of New Jersey, the Essex County Prosecutor's Office, and the City of Newark's Department of Public Safety for the sole purpose of combating violent crime in and around Newark. As part of this partnership, federal, state, county, and city agencies collaborate and pool resources to prosecute violent offenders who endanger the safety of the community. The VCI is composed of U.S. Attorney's Office, the FBI, the ATF, and Drug Enforcement Agency, which is the DEA, New Jersey Division, Homeland Security Investigations, the U.S. Marshals, the Newark Department of Public Safety, the Essex County Prosecutor's Office, the Essex County Sheriff's Office, New Jersey State Parole, Union County Union County Jail, New Jersey State Police Regional Operations and Intelligence Center, Real-Time Crime Center, New Jersey Department of Corrections, the East Orange Police Department, and Irvington Police Department. Woo! Dang. This investigation is part of Operation Take Back America. That's the nation. When I said this is nationwide, I was referring to that. That's the broad umbrella that's the cause of all this that's going on in all these different states and cities. A nationwide initiative that marshals the full resources of the Department of Justice to repel the invasion of illegal immigration, achieve the total elimination of cartels and transnational criminal organizations, which is known as TCOs, and protect our communities from the perpetrators of violent crime. Operation Take Back America streamlines efforts and resources from the department's organized crime drug enforcement task forces, which is OCDETF, and Project Safe Neighborhood, which is PSN. The case was investigated under the Organized Crime Drug Enforcement Task Forces, and they identified, disrupts, and dismantles the high-level criminal organization that threatened the United States using a prosecutor-led, intelligence-driven, multi-agency approach. And what else do we have here? It say the government is represented. All right, so that's basically it in a nutshell. So this is real. It's very real. All right, so first let me start by saying free all of them. Everybody is innocent till proven guilty. All right. And some of them visuals that I had showed, some of them guys that's caught up in this situation actually in some of those visuals, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, shit getting real, man. Shit is getting real. Alright, they trying to clean up the streets from, like I said, it's from Newark, it's everywhere. Like the whole nation, they running down the fentanyl, all that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going crazy. People dying left and right, overdosing left and right. They're not playing no more with that. All right. So Newark and every other city around the country, this just what the whole trend is. Alright. So from my understanding, this is not a RICO, at least not yet. They haven't no RICO charges have been brought up in pertaining to this. Will anything come in the future? Hopefully not. But we'll have to stand by and wait, see how things play out, you know what I mean? But yeah, listen, man. For those that haven't been caught up, and it's not just for my city, it's for everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the way it's going, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. All right. And that is when law enforcement is going to decide to pull your number. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they do their little raffle on who gonna get it, it's only a matter of time before your number be the one getting pulled. All right. So listen, if it ain't already too late, because of course you could stop doing whatever you're doing now. And if you have the unfortunate situation with them already investigating you and you don't know, or investigating like your crew or whatever the case may be, and you don't know, then it probably won't even matter if you stop now. But guess what? You know what I'm saying? It's better sooner than later. You know what I mean? Because not everybody is not already being investigated. So a lot of y'all have a chance to calm things down. You feel me? Fall back. You feel me? So especially if you know you dealing with that fat, because that's what they really on. They on that more than anything. Not any more than any other drug. Right now, it seems like the fat is number one. You know what I'm saying? Number one. So, and it's ranging all the way down to Mexico. That's what I'm saying. It's nationwide as far as the United States, and they starting to apply pressure to the cartels in Mexico, for those that's not aware of that. And so all this goes together, you know what I'm saying? It all goes together. So just be on point. Now I mean, if you determined to live whatever you live, just try to be on point as much as you can. But I don't know how much on point you could be, because the resources are limitless when it comes to these law enforcement agencies, especially when you're talking about the feds and everything like that being involved. You know what I mean? Unlimited resources, and they're gonna hand on resources down to the local PD if necessary too. So don't think you out the water if the feds are not the ones that running down on you at this moment. You know what I mean? Like, they all law enforcement. So people pass it back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? And don't get twisted too. Don't forget this. You will always get bumped up. Just because it start off at the state, don't mean it's going to stay at the state. So you always got to assume the worst. You know what I'm saying? You always supposed to assume the worst. You know what I mean? The worst might not happen, but at least you need to assume that so you could prepare yourself for it. All right. So with that being said, and I don't got too much reason to draw this out too much, because I pretty much read what's going on. You know, you feel me? And like I said, man, free all of them. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty. Stay out the way. You know what I mean? If you in the way, get out the way. You feel me? And outside of that, man, that's that. We're going to see what happens. And of course, anything that come across, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let y'all know. You feel me? Outside of that, you already know. It's ATM Wavy, aka Mr. OMG, and you know it's me in this Wavy's world. Salute to all the surfers, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Hit that like if y'all like this joint. You know what I'm saying? You got something to say, hit that good old comment section. Yeah, that's the basement. You already know too. Hit the sub and holla at the blood. Join the Surfer Nation. And make sure you hit the notification bell. When I drop something, it's going to yell. And of course, this last but not least, always look both ways before you cross that street, because you might get hit.
But if the boy tall slick, I'ma blaze some.